So you know the Democrat Party has gone too far when they lose somebody like Bill Maher. Yeah, he is going scorched earth against the Democrat Party, including, dare I say, saying he may do something quite interesting in 2028. We'll get into that in just a second. Let's hop into the first clip that I have for you all with Bill. And boy, is he cooking the Democrat Party. Check it out.
Democrats seem to be having this debate whether or not Mayor Mamdani is a socialist or a democratic socialist. Let me settle it. He's a straight up communist. How do I know this? Well, I'm reading between the lines when one of his major advisors says, elect more communists. Which is fine. It's fine. It's a belief system. He's allowed to believe it, and people are allowed to vote for it. But if liberals deny it, like he's just going through a goth phase...
To Maher, you can argue semantics for the rest of the year. To Gutfeld, the math is simpler. When the people advising the new mayor are openly telling voters to elect more communists, you don't need a translator, you need a mirror. And critics say the most dangerous thing Democrats can do right now is pretend this is just a phase the kids are going through.
It doesn't make me forget that his wife loved October 7th attack on Israel, and that he pals around with...
Come on. Have you had him on the show?
We ask people like that, Ro, they never come.
I'll talk to him. I think
I
he
would
should
love
come.
that. I think he should too.
I think he should come.
I do too. I would love to talk to him.
He's a smart guy, and I think you would find...
I'm not saying he's not a smart guy. He went to the White House.
Yeah.
I mean, he took... He went there, but he can't come here?
Yeah.
This is where Maher stops laughing and starts swinging. To him, this is no longer about taxes or rent control. It's about who someone surrounds himself with and what those people actually believe. And critics say Mamdani's foreign policy positions have already given Republicans the easiest ammunition they've had in a decade.
Yeah, I mean, it does give us some pretty darn easy ammo to go against the Democrat Party. Super, super easy. These guys are... You almost can't even call these folks far left. Like, they're off the scale. They've completely left the scale and created a whole new scale. They're on, like, they're not even in this universe. Okay? Like, that's how far they have gone. Like, not even kidding. And so, once again, if you needed another reason to show up in these midterms, you definitely don't want the country taken over by the Zoran Mamdani types. Because they're coming. And these are the types of individuals, which, hey, I got to give credit where credit is due. They aren't the types of folks who easily give up, who easily give in. Okay? Don't think just because we win in 2026, this year in the midterms, that they aren't going to come back in 2028. Okay? Because they will. They are going to keep returning until they are resoundingly defeated. Okay? I mean, electorally, of course. After they have lost a few elections in significant fashion, maybe then they'll start to give in. Maybe then. But we got to get there first. Okay? Because they still might not even give in. All right? But yeah. Here's another clip of Bill Maher speaking about one of the individuals who was endorsed by Zoran and won her race in New York. Check it out.
There's one candidate, she will be a congressperson from New York's 13th district, who the New York Times asked her if someone murders someone randomly, should they go to jail? Couldn't get her to say yes for that. She says no more police ever, at all, ever. She says our veterans are war criminals. She said, fuck Kamala Harris, and Joe Biden is a rapist. So there is a woke mind virus, and I think we found patient zero.
There is a woke mind virus, and we have found patient zero. I need to put that on a t-shirt. I like that. I like that. We have a woke mind. There's a woke mind virus, and we have patient zero. And put Mamdani's face on it. I like that. I like that. You know what? I just might do that one. I just might do that. There is a woke mind virus, and we found patient zero, Zoran. Just his big old face right there on the shirt. Oh man, yeah, I like that. I like that. Y'all rocking with that? Let me know. But anyway, okay. Here is some more of Bill going in on these Democrats, man. This, woo.
Because this is big news in this country. I don't know if you saw what happened in New York. There were 3 candidates for this. These are the primaries. They are going to win the election, so there are going to be 3 Democrats in Congress. These are Mamdani's people. These are Democratic Socialists, I think very different than the Democratic Party. What happened is, you know, for years we've been asking young people to vote. Well, now young people are voting, and they're voting to abolish the police, abolish prisons, unlimited immigration, so no cops, no prisons, no borders, proving for sure that eating Tide Pods does cause brain damage. Because this is...
Yeah, it most certainly does something to you, right? Because these people have they've lost it, man. They've lost it. But now we get into the meat and potatoes, all right? Now we get into the main course. Because here is where, geez, I can't talk, is where Bill actually shocks everyone. And he says something that I think is quite profound. And if true, if he's being serious, this could spell doom for the Democrat Party. Because if somebody like Bill feels this way, there's a lot of other Democrats who feel the exact same way. Check it out.
Like, if this is where the Democratic Party is going, where this democratic socialist, this obsession with Israel, with the Jew hating, with they don't believe in capitalism, no prisons, if this is where they're going, my vote is in play.
Okay.
And
I like to hear that.
It actually always has been. Every year, I don't make my decision by who has an R or a D. I actually always came to the conclusion that the Democrat was probably better.
Sure.
And voted for them.
Okay.
And Trump can't run again, and he'd be a little too exciting for me anyway. So it's either going to be you or Rubio.
Mm-hmm. You just heard Bill say that on his show. My vote is in play. If this is where the Democrat Party is going, I ain't rocking with this. My vote's in play. 100%. Now, I know he went on to say that my vote's been in play, but I don't buy that. Because if your vote had been in play, then why would you say that your vote is now in play if this is where the Democrat Party is going? Like, your vote has been in play, so why does it matter that it's in play now? You know, so I'm not buying the second statement that he made, that his vote has been in play. I think he's been a staunch Democrat, vote blue no matter who type of guy. But now that he sees the writing on the wall that the Democrat Party has literally gone off the scale and created a whole new one, they're not even in the stratosphere anymore. He's like, nah, okay, my vote's in play. I'm serious now. I will vote for you or Marco Rubio in 2028. And that, ladies and gentlemen, that right there, that could absolutely destroy the communist Mamdani types. Because if not only you have every single Republican coming out of the woodworks to vote Republican, because we don't want to see that run America, but now you also have Democrats. We haven't even talked about independents, because independents are, they're already moving over to the Republican Party. But you also, you've shifted so far that now you have people in your own party, vote blue no matter who, Democrats, who are like, no, this is where the buck stops. It stops here. And so you have a segment, no matter how small it is, you have a segment of your voting base who's like, no, I'm actually voting Republican. That is the major problem. Because instead of losing every single swing state and losing the popular vote, now you get blown out. You get the type of red wave that would have happened if Joe Biden stayed on the ticket. You get an embarrassing loss. You get absolutely blown out. The only state, maybe states, that you possibly win are California and maybe Hawaii and New York. Every other state you lose. Every other state, gone. Okay? That's what I think would happen in that type of situation. Because, of course, people like Bill Maher are going to talk about, hey, no, I'm voting Republican. They're going to talk about it. And while, Bill Maher may not be the most influential person in the world, it does get some folks' gears turning. Like, if this guy, who clearly is a Democrat, obviously a Democrat, not a Republican whatsoever, is saying I cannot go that far, well, then maybe I should be second-guessing what I'm doing. Just saying. So, yeah. Wild stuff, man. Absolutely wild stuff. Great times for Republicans, right? Not the greatest. Could y'all imagine if we didn't have the John Thune types, the Lisa Murkowski types, right? The rhinos, and, Uncle Trump could do what it is that he needed to do, accomplish what he needed to accomplish, that we wanted him to accomplish, that he promised us, right? Without having to fight against the rhinos in his own darn party. Could you imagine how good it would be right now? How amazing it would be? I mean, it's already good, right? But it would be absolutely phenomenal. Because the Democrat Party is falling apart. We're like on the rise. You got some Democrats talking about voting for a Republican in the next general election. Amazing. Maybe come 2028, we'll get that chance. I think we will. Come 2028, John Thune will be on his way out the door. Same thing with Lisa Murkowski. Same thing with a couple other rhinos. More than likely, it'll be J.D. Vance or Marco Rubio. It looks like J.D. Vance is gearing up for that opportunity. That's what it seems like to me. For a while, it seems like he was fading off into the distance a little bit and allowing Marco Rubio to take the mantle. But now it seems like he's like, nah, I'm actually going to do it. So it looks like J.D. Vance is going to be the guy. So J.D. Vance, Marco Rubio as vice, and in a resounding win, got the House, got the Senate to go along with it. No more rhinos. 2029 is going to be a damn good year. It's going to be a damn good year. At least it's shaping up to be. But y'all get in the comments. Let me know your thoughts and your opinions. Stay safe out there. Peace and love. I'm out.